US President Donald Trump has suggested that there may be no need to extend the current ceasefire with Iran, signaling that significant developments in the ongoing West Asia conflict could unfold within days. Well, in remarks reported, Donald Trump expressed optimism about the direction of all the events, indicating that either a diplomatic agreement or a decisive military outcome could soon bring the confrontation closer to resolution. According to the report, Donald Trump described the coming days as potentially amazing, implying that major breakthroughs may be imminent. He maintained that while a negotiated settlement remains his preferred option, military action has not been ruled out if it becomes necessary to neutralize Iran's capabilities. He further suggested that a deal would allow Iran to rebuild under changed political conditions, while claiming that recent US actions had already weakened extremist elements in the country. Donald Trump also made broad assertions about his leadership role, stating that global stability would be at risk without his involvement in international affairs. And at the diplomatic level, discussions between the United States and Iran are reportedly continuing through indirect and back-channel efforts, with the possibility of a second round of talks being planned in Islamabad. Well, all these discussions follow an earlier high-level meeting between the two sides that ended without a breakthrough. And the earlier engagement mediated by Pakistan marked the first direct contact between senior US and Iranian officials in over a decade and was seen as the most significant diplomatic interaction since Iran's 1979 Islamic Revolution. Well, the negotiations reportedly included US Vice President J.D. Vance, who led the American delegation in the previous round of talks. And following all those discussions, Vance described the US proposal as a final and best offer, emphasizing that Washington is seeking a comprehensive and long-term agreement rather than a limited ceasefire extension. However, despite extended discussions lasting more than 20 hours, the talks ended in stalemate, with key disagreements emerging over Iran's nuclear program, particularly uranium enrichment, and Tehran's refusal to fully abandon its nuclear capabilities. Key issues at the center of the ongoing negotiations include Iran's nuclear ambitions, the lifting or easing of international sanctions, and the strategic Strait of Hormuz, a critical global energy corridor that has become a focal point of geopolitical tensions. And reports suggest that Iran's maritime trade routes have come under increasing pressure, further intensifying economic strain on the country amid the broader conflict environment. While no official confirmation has been made regarding the timing of the next round of talks, reports indicate that both Washington and Tehran have shown conditional willingness to return to the negotiating table within days, and Islamabad is being considered again as a potential venue. Although alternative locations are also under discussions, and Pakistani officials are reportedly in contact with both the sides to facilitate the resumption of dialogue. And despite ongoing tensions and unresolved disputes, diplomatic channels remain active with both the sides, signaling that either a negotiated settlement or continued escalation could shape the next phase of the conflict. And as the developments continue to evolve rapidly, the situation remains highly fluid, with the international community closely watching whether renewed talks can prevent further escalation or whether the standoff will intensify in the days ahead. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.